So as we prepare to do our purification practice tonight, let's do our little mantra to increase the power of recitation tonight. So that's in the chat box as usual. And according to Rinpoche, this mantra increases the merit of the Dharma texts and sadhanas we recite. For mantras, it's like having recited the mantra many millions of times. There's so much merit. So amazing. Okay, so just 7 times. Tayatha om dare dare bendhare SVAHA. 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 And then we want to make sure that our meditation posture is suitable, comfortable, stable. Make sure that your back is straight. Go ahead and fidget around to find just the right spot for you so that you feel this stability that's really helpful, just so that you can forget about the body and focus inward. And we need to also be both alert and relaxed. So our mind needs to be very alert, but the body needs to be very relaxed. So take a few nice deep breaths just to help relax the body. Let go of any worries. Any distractions. And when you've done 3 nice deep breaths, just let your breathing return to normal. Focusing on the breath. Letting your mind just follow the breath. Being alert. Staying with the breath. Like it's an old friend, so happy to just be united with your friend. Like you and your breath have been in lockdown for a whole year, and now all of a sudden you're together. Just so nice to be with your breath. Noticing all the changing, the movement, and even the pauses between the breath. And we set our intention for the practice. May all the actions of my body, speech, and mind only benefit others. And when we think about benefiting others, we want to have a basis of equanimity, of seeing all sentient beings as equal. And there are many methods for that. Recognizing our interdependence, understanding from a karmic point of view how every sentient being has been our mother. How every sentient being has shown us kindness, amazing love, amazing kindness. wanting to repay the kindness and developing this sense of affection, compassion for their suffering, and this special intention that I myself am going to attain enlightenment, free myself from samsara, attain the enlightened state so that I can lead all these sentient beings, every single one without leaving a single one out. Lead them out of this suffering state of samsara into that enlightened state. And to do this, I must do this purification practice. And so begin to reflect on any actions you may regret. This is the first of the 4 opponent powers. Try and be very specific of anything that you can specifically remember you've done. And these are all actions that include the bodies, the speech, and the mind. Anything negative, anything that would harm others. And then we also want to include anything that we can't remember. So anything from this life that we don't remember or didn't notice because we were distracted. And anything from any of our past lives, countless past lives. Anything that we've done that was unskillful or selfish. Anything that came from our ignorance, our hatred, our attachment, regretting everything that was negative or arising from delusions. We know that this brings future suffering for ourselves and others. And so we must remove these karmic seeds before they ripen. And with this sense of regret for having done these actions, thinking about who do we turn for refuge to? If we want to become enlightened, we want to look towards someone who is enlightened. They can show us the way. And for purification, we have Vajrasattva who has given us this method. And this is how we purify ourselves. And so in this second power of reliance, we visualize Guru Vajrasattva above the crown of the head. Seated on a beautiful white lotus and moon disk in meditation posture. Right hand holds the Vajra, left hand holds the bell. Arms crossed at the chest. He has a sweet face, gentle smile, just a hint. Hair in a top knot. with ornaments and jewels, divine silks, everything in the nature of light, everything in the nature of emptiness. And he is the embodiment of the perfect union of wisdom and compassion. He is one with our Guru and symbolizes what we all have the potential to become. And so we take refuge to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. And again, connecting with that sense of compassion, not wanting any sentient being to continue to suffer. Knowing that by harming others, we've planted seeds of suffering, and not wanting our own suffering either. We then turn to the power of the remedy, beginning first with purification of the body. Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white, blissful nectar from his heart chakra. This nectar arcs around, enters the crown of your head, and begins to fill your body. And the nectar pushes out a black inky liquid, which are the negative actions of your body since beginningless time. And the inky liquid exits out of your lower orifices, disappearing as if it had never been there, as the nectar fills your body. And we say the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurate Mebawa Sarvasiri Membriyatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurate Mebawa Sarvasiri Membriyatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurate Mebawa Sarvasiri Membriyatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurate Mebawa Sarvasiri Membriyatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurate Mebawa Sarvasiri Membriyatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurate Mebawa Sarvasiri Membriyatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa, Sarvasiti, Membriyatsa, Sarvakamasutame, Sidashrim, Kuduhum, Ha 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 Ho, Bhagawan, Sarvadata Gada Vajramami Maza, Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Be just delighted that all negative actions of your body are now completely purified, and think there's no way you could do anything but benefit others now with your body. And then we purify any negative actions of speech. Guru Vajrasattva again sends a powerful beam of white nectar from his heart chakra, arcing around, enters the crown of your head. And this blissful nectar begins to fill your body, this time from the bottom up, pushing up a black inky liquid, which are the negative actions of your speech. And as it pushes it up, it overflows out of the top of your body, and the black inky liquid disappears as if it had never been there, purifying all those negative actions of speech. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasutame Sidam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasutame Sidam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasutame Sidam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasutame Sidam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasutame Sidam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasutame Sidam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasutame Sidam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Feel so happy that your speech is now completely purified, and think it's not possible that you could do anything but benefit others with your speech. And then we purify any negative actions of mind. This time, Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white light, again from his heart chakra, arcing around, entering the crown of your head, traveling down to your heart chakra, and your whole body is immediately illuminated. And think it is purifying all those negative actions of mind, as well as any ignorance, any delusions that are in the mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Siddhishaya Mebawa Siddhishaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Tsitim Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Matsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapam Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Siddhishaya Mebawa Siddhishaya Mebawa Anarate Mebawa, Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa, Sarvakarmasutame, Sitapshriam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho, Bhagavan, Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Matsa, Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapaham Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya, Manipalaya, Vajrasattva Dena Patita, Dita Mebawa, Sutashaya Mebawa, Sutashaya Mebawa, Anarate Mebawa, Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa, Sarvakarmasutame, Sitapshriam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho, Bhagavan, Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Matsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Te Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Padita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitipshriam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Matsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Te Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Padita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitashriam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Matsa Vajrabhama Samaya Sapam Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Padita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitashriam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Matsa Vajrabhama Samaya Sapam Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitashriam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Matsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Be so happy that all your delusions, the source of our own suffering, the causes of why we harm others with our body and speech are totally purified. And think there's no space in your heart now for anything but love, compassion, and wisdom. And then we purify any of the very subtle obscurations, these tendencies that might be left, even though we've purified the coarse seeds of our suffering. It's like we've flushed the poo of our bad karma down the toilet, but there's still a bad smell in the air. We have to purify even the very subtle obscurations. And so again, Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white light, entering the crown of your head, immediately illuminating the body. And when it hits the heart chakra, purifying the mind completely of even these most subtle tendencies. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Padita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitapshriam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Matsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Padita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitapshriam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Matsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Padita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarata Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitapshriam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Matsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa, Sarvasiti Membriyatsa, Sarvakama Sutame, Situ Shrim Kuruhum, ha 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 ho, Bhagawan, Sarvadara Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manapalaya Vajrasattva Dena Padida Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Siddhim Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadara Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manapalaya Vajrasattva Dena Padida Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Siddhim Kuruhum ha 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 ho Bhagawan Sarvadara Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Padida Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Siddhim Kuruhum ha 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 ho Bhagawan Sarvadara Gada Vajramami Maza Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapahum Pe. Feel you are completely purified with not even one atom of negativity left in your mind. And then for the fourth power, the power of resolve, we have to set an intention, a very strong goal, not to repeat our negative actions, and start with anything very specific that you're purifying. Give yourself a reasonable time goal of I won't repeat this specific action for 5 minutes, an hour, a day, whatever it is that you're feeling confident you can keep. Setting just a good habit. This is giving us the power to change. And then for anything else, we also want to have a general intention to not repeat any negative actions. And so we want to behave in a very virtuous manner, keeping any vows and commitments. Acting in a way where we are at the very least refraining from harming others. And whenever we can, to benefit others. Guru Vajrasattva is so delighted with you, wanting to merge with your mind. He melts into white light and absorbs through your crown. Think my Guru's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, my own body, speech, and mind are now the same thing. Union, oneness, as Lama Yeshe would say. Abiding in emptiness that sees that all phenomena are empty of inherent existence. And so as Lama Zopa Rinpoche recommends, thinking in emptiness there is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma. And there is no negative karma created. And then this incredible positive energy that has been created by taking this time to do purification practice, setting ourselves on the right path forward. We dedicate all that merit to all living beings, thinking, may all the virtuous karma we have created from doing this practice ripen as our enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, as quickly as possible by myself alone. And we also dedicate to the long lives of our precious gurus, especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, any of your personal gurus, all of our teachers, Geshe Sherab. May they all live long lives and continue to teach us in this very lifetime and lead us to enlightenment as quickly as possible, so we may lead all other sentient beings to that enlightened state.